2008, Kings of Leon were the biggest band in the world. They just released Only by the Night, and they had massive songs on it like Sex on Fire, You Somebody. It was huge. It sold a ton. But a couple years later, they released Come Around Sundown, an album that didn't really have any commercial hits, and it didn't really sell all that well. Now, a few years later, the band are releasing their 6th album, Mechanical Bull, which critics are calling their comeback album. Now, I came out here to the Four Seasons Hotel in Yorkville and Toronto to ask Kings of Leon if this is in fact a comeback, and to see if they can regain their role as one of the biggest bands in the world. Let's go talk to them. Can you present some of the critics who were sort of framing this as a comeback?
I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was weird. It's not like we were gone for 10 years. Like, I feel like we did exactly what a lot of our contemporaries do, and that's take 2 years off or a year off. I mean, I guess for us it's a comeback because we did 5 albums straight and then took a year off. I was jealous.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you guys feel any pressure for how Mechanical Bull has to do commercially?
Not really. Commercially is on the back burner as much as, you know, we want it just well received to the fans, and we want like good reviews and stuff, and we want people to like it. There's a little bit of pressure for people to think that we're cool again.
Well, that happens with success to anybody, right?
Come Around Sundown was difficult because we had old fans and then we had new fans, so we were making an album, and that's the time where we actually did think, like, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to please the old fans and the new fans? And I think we just ended up not pleased. Yeah.
It's hard for a lot of rock bands to get to sort of the status that you guys have reached, and I think since you guys, the only band I can think of that has sort of reached that level is like maybe Mumford & Sons. They said this weird thing where they said they don't give a shit about selling albums, all they want to do is tour. If they can tour, that's all they give a shit about. Is that very un-rock and roll?
Yeah, touring is great, but I mean, you almost need that confidence of knowing that people are buying your albums and you're being played on the radio to actually be able to have a great tour, you know.
You at least want people to illegally download them or something, because they're not going to know what songs you're playing.
Right.
Let Mumford have like an album that doesn't sell so well, they'll realize that it does feel good to sell albums.
What does Mechanical Bull mean to you guys as a band?
I don't know, an album that all of our fans can like, you know, to get everybody from the beginning to people now. You know, we're obviously not going to have Only by the Night again, but, you know, just something that has a little bit of everything and that can kind of please everybody. I'm going back down south town.